Thank you so much. I'm sorry. No.
How are you?
So in the premiere, you two start in totally different places. We're at the season finale, you're both in love, and oh my gosh, I'm going to find you!
Yeah.
And now you're a totally different person, and you're still at that point. Are we going to see a point in this series where it's just going to go negative or turn in a different way, where she finally realizes this is not the Vincent I know?
Very possible that that will occur at some point. If Vincent continues on the trajectory he's going on, there will be a point at which Catherine has to, like, there are lines that he could cross that would make her stop believing in him.
Mm-hmm. And he does cross a few lines, for sure.
He's very questionable this season.
I mean, he actually killed someone when it was accidental before, so...
Right now it is
Absolutely.
murder.
Yeah.
And, you know, I guess for Vincent, he makes it be okay for him because he's on his mission and he is cleaning up the mess of his makers. Mm-hmm. So, in reality, he's killing other beasts, not humans.
Well, and those beasts, too, if we took Vincent's view, are destructive. They're enacting violence, generally, towards others. So some people may believe that that is justice. It just, I think, he has a mission that is just in his mind.
Yeah. And it brings up a great debate between Catherine and Vincent. They challenge each other on what is right and what is wrong.
Mm-hmm. And they are very... that's what starts to get pretty interesting about this season, though, is that Catherine comes from a more traditional, I guess, moral, justice, law viewpoint, and Vincent comes more from...
An eye for an eye.
Well, and if the law is not succeeding, then somebody must. Then it's not okay that these people are allowed to do these things. I have the power to take care of it.
Mm-hmm. Kristin, you spent many years, obviously, on Smallville.
I did.
And you, largely a lot of times, were the damsel in distress.
Yeah.
This show, you kick ass.
I do.
Plain and simple. Even though you have somebody who can protect you, but
Yes.
you kick a lot of ass. So was that part of the attraction of the show for you?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
I am kind of... Even if... Catherine obviously can't do what Vincent can do, so sometimes he has to, save her.
Right.
But I love that she is capable and she doesn't expect somebody to be there, and that she can go into a situation and really handle herself. She's quite... I love that. It was very important.
And Jay, are you happy you don't have to dress up like a giant cat every...
Yeah, I am. We've even reformed the makeup from what it was last season. Because last season it was 8 prosthetic pieces and it went right over the body, took hours. And they never really liked to shoot it. And I was always like, it takes 4 hours to put this thing on, you don't even shoot it. Let's redesign this beast, write it into the season. So Brad Cohen really took the bull by the horns and, rewired Vincent as such. So now we have a beast which is very more streamlined, and in the series you can't tell if it's Vincent or it's the beast sometimes, so he's a bit more dangerous, not sure where he lies.
I can attest from my wife that you've become sort of a heartthrob on television. Do you get recognized on the street and or chased down the street a lot by your fans?
Well, I haven't really experienced that much because we're in Toronto. Everyone's so polite. They're Canadians.
Yeah.
Which I really love. But, every time I seem to go through the airport to travel, the customs woman wants to check my bags.
You just take some nicer approach. Like, I'm gorgeous. Yeah, exactly. I look like I'm smuggling something.
Or are you like, check my bag?
They watch the show.
Check your bag.
Check their bags. But I guess a lot of the sort of fan reaction we see is through Twitter these days. So that can get quite heated, and
they are passionate.
Then they've got the fan fiction, which is quite saucy and erotic.
Do you know this firsthand?
No, I've only read a couple of pieces.
One more question.
Sure. So I noticed also this season you guys are coming together with your antagonist of last season, where it's just, well, I'm going to imprison you, and I'm going to dissect you, but now... Can a leopard really change his spot, so to speak? And
that is the question. answer. Is we don't know fully. I mean, he's trying to show that he's different. But
And he definitely tries to change his spots, but is it possible?
we don't know yet. We literally don't know.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
You all shot like 8 episodes or so?
We're on our 8th right now.
So what would you say, what can people expect for the rest?
Well, the 8th episode is our winter finale. So this is all a build up to that point. And episode 8, like I really enjoyed reading it. It'll be very intense, and it'll be very clear what's going on with Vincent and Catherine by the end of that episode.
Yeah, 1 to 8 is a full arc in itself, so they can expect some sort of conclusion by episode 8.
Which will open up a whole new trajectory.
Unravel the next lot.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
You guys have a second.